Andrew Kibe has built his entire brand around saying the things most people wouldn't dare to say. Whether you agree with him or not, one thing is for sure. When Andrew Kibe speaks, people listen. Over the years, he's become known for his controversial takes, his unapologetic personality, and his willingness to say things that most people will never say publicly.
Kibe nimekula nyanya peke yake sapa, ukiona hii ni mention niweke number opin, sitake kukufa kijeshi. No, kufa.
Ukisikia mwanaume akisema unajua mimi save, kuja hapa save. Because you are nongo, una save nini? Shida zimeisha kwa hii dunia niko na savings. Mwanaume kuna savings anafaa avalishwe ya madem.
Kisumu City. Yes. Mombasa City. So we are just refining our craft.
Hata West Pokot pia. By the way kuna watu.
Enda upeleke nyanyako huko.
But this time, even some people who normally defend him are saying he may have gone too far. His latest appearance on Dr. Ofweneke's Lessons at 30 podcast has sparked one of the biggest online conversations in Kenya this week. The interview has since been deleted from YouTube. Dr. Ofweneke has apologized, Stevo Simple Boy has responded, and social media has been divided ever since. So what exactly happened? Let's get into it. Andrew Kibe recently appeared on Dr. Ofweneke's Lessons at 30 podcast. As expected, the conversation covered a wide range of topics, and Kibe shared several opinions that many people consider controversial.
Jenzuzu anakusikiza sasa.
Unaona Jenzuzu tena?
Jenzuzu. Mazuzu au maumbo wote. Jenzuzu. Hata watu niko na watu wengi majenzi, but you're all foolish, stupid people. Hata kama kuna majenzi hapa hivi mwenyewe wajinga. Wewe si jenzi? Millennial. Millennial are a bunch of fuckers.
However, there was one particular moment that completely changed the direction of the conversation. While discussing who should have children, Kibe made remarks suggesting that people like Stevo Simple Boy shouldn't have kids.
We need to tell our women the truth.
But what?
Yeah? We need to tell our women the truth. Ukiona dem akona, you see, we need to do eugenics. Hatuwezi kuwa na watu ka Stevo Simple Boy wanapata watoi.
That single statement immediately caught the attention of viewers and quickly spread across social media. Not because people were surprised that Andrew Kibe had another controversial opinion, but because many felt he had crossed into making deeply personal remarks about another person. Another interesting moment from the podcast involved Inspector Mwala. Kibe also made comments about him, but unlike the Stevo Simple Boy section, those remarks were bleeped out.
Human beings are a waste of time. Why the fuck would we have kids?
The decision left many Kenyans asking the same question. Why were the comments about Inspector Mwala censored, while the remarks about Stevo Simple Boy were left untouched? The question became almost as big as the controversy itself. Before long, clips from the interview were circulating everywhere: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, even on X. And as you would expect, people had a lot to say. Some defended Kibe, arguing that he's simply exercising his freedom of speech and saying what many people are too afraid to say. Others felt that freedom of speech doesn't mean you can say whatever you want without facing criticism. To them, the comments about Stevo crossed a line. As the debate continued, Stevo Simple Boy himself eventually responded.
Kibe, kama kuna tatizo la mimi, zungumza kuhusu mimi, lakini usihusishe mtoto wangu. Ana tatizo lolote. Sijachagua vilizaliwa, lakini nimechagua kuwa mwenye heshima, bidii kwa kazi yangu. Watoto wote ni baraka, na hakuna mtoto wote anastahili kudaruliwa kwa muonekano wake au wazazi wake. Mimi sitalipisha chuki kwa chuki. Nitazidi kutia bidii kwa kazi yangu. Hila Mungu ndio hakimu kwa wote.
His response quickly gained attention and added even more fuel to the discussion. At this point, the conversation had grown far beyond the original podcast episode. People weren't just talking about Andrew Kibe anymore. They also started questioning Dr. Ofweneke. Many asked why the episode had been published in the first place if some of the remarks were considered unacceptable.
Lakini pia machaji na manyonyo. Dr. Ofweneke alikuwa anachekaje? Akishika Kibe nini mkono hiyo. Si alijua tu hiyo ni ngori. Alafu akakuja akapost hiyo podcast. Ungejua ingeleta hizo ma controversy ungepost. Awe pia ulitupima usake jua.
As criticism continued to grow, Dr. Ofweneke eventually addressed the situation publicly.
It has come to my attention that in our recent past uploaded episode with my guest Andrew Kibe, there are statements that were made, that have not rushed the public in the positive way. And of course, even to my small brother and a very good friend of mine, Stevo Simple Boy and the family. Now, as the host, and of course, and as a big brother, I'm not going to divert the attention and look for somebody to blame, either my guest or my production team. I'm actually going to take the blame myself as Dr. Ofweneke and as the host. I know this is what is expected of me as a brand and the respect and the honor that the brand has been accorded over the years. And I know and I believe and I take full accountability that I should have reacted in a much better way as a big brother in terms of protecting Stevo Simpleboy as a brand and how to protect him even from a man to a man. So I do take full responsibility in fixing this, and directly to Stevo Simpleboy, small bro, you know how much I celebrate you, you know how much I have been a big fan of yours, you know how much we have long phone calls in terms of your life and even just standing by you as a brother. And today I take this from man to a man. I want to apologize to you and your family, and more so to your newborn kid, for any statements that were made that have actually bruised you and have actually made you feel less of a human. It was insensitive, and I, as Dr. Ofweneke, I should have reacted in a better way. To the Kenyans that watch less than 30, I also want to apologize with no ego, no pride at all, with a lot of humility, to say thank you so much for making patronage of the show. And I do apologize, and I promise you, in the preceding episodes, I am going to do better. I do apologize.
Not long after that, the full podcast disappeared from YouTube. The episode had been deleted. For many people, that was an admission that mistakes had been made. For others, deleting it only made people more curious about what had actually been said. But if you followed Andrew Kibe for any length of time, you probably already know what happened next. Instead of backing down, instead of apologizing, Kibe stood by what he had said. That response only divided opinions even further. Some praised him for refusing to apologize just because people were offended. Others believed that he was doubling down on remarks that should never have been made in the first place.
I think Kibe alikuwa ameteremka tena juu hiyo story ya kuattack wase. I think ameanza kupata courage ka kuattack watu tena. Sijui anatoa pia kwa courage. From time to time anaattack mtu mmoja. Sielewi ni kwa nini, na hiyo ndio ilifanya akakuwa censored.